Uh,
Eee.
How you doing, Spencer? What were you just doing there with those villagers?
Well, wait till they come back down.
Okay. Okay, that's our villager death machine that has nothing to do with anything. What's up, guys? I'm the Nerdy Ginger, and this is, I almost said Austin, this is Spencer.
Oh. Yeah, we're back for 75%, and they're back too.
Welcome to our latest progress update on our map. I apologize if my voice sounds a little weird. I kind of lost it a little bit, but we are going to show you the latest areas on our map. Shall we go there, Spencer?
We shall, but we also apologize for this content taking like freaking 4 to 5 months as well. Back in May or April? I don't even remember now.
April.
February.
Yep.
March?
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, we're going to go show you our new areas.
I can't remember.
With our new hacking warp scroll that Spencer made.
I did. It's cool.
All right, we're going to go take a look at our newest area. All right, guys, so we're going to show you the area that leads to the 4th dungeon. All right, once you beat the 3rd dungeon and you talk to Zelda, you'll be able to go through this cave, light this torch, and you'll be able to solve this cool little puzzle right through here, which is kind of actually takes influence from one of the puzzles in like Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks, where there's like a little, kind of like a little riddle, and you have to figure out like who represents what characters in a story based on what directions they're facing, based on the details of what the story is.
We're not going to show you the solution though.
Obviously, but I think it's a pretty cool puzzle, and eventually
it is.
You'll be able to lead out to here. This is Lake Lociffity. This is Lake Lociffity. Come across some little bridges over here, and you'll go out to this big old lake right here. Isn't it beautiful, Spencer?
It is. Here's a little bit of backstory. As you can see, if you look at our lake, it's interesting. It's very deep.
Where'd you
go?
A
very long time ago on this world, we played around with some TNT and created a giant hole. So we decided to come. We randomly found it and was like, "Hey, this would be great for a lake. Why don't we use it?"
I mean, granted, we did polish it up a little bit.
Yeah. If you were to go on game mode 3 and go behind these walls, you'd see all the stuff we didn't do.
The main reason you're supposed to go here is this actually palace that's all the way under here. We're going to go through here.
Now, when you activate it, it'll activate the little cutscene, but that's okay.
Teleport. This is the Zoran Palace, or at least part of it. It's showing part of it. I should
probably... No, I'm not going to say anything.
I don't think we're going to show them that part, Spencer. This is the Zoran Palace, a beautiful design that Spencer made. It's pretty, I mean, this is basically just where all the people of the town will live. A demon named Herobrine came to the palace and murdered our queen. Who knows when he will come back? I don't know how our neighbors would be doing.
I wouldn't.
Let's not spoil what the neighbors are doing exactly. Yeah. But you can go around and talk to these guys. There'll be some stuff in the chests.
It reminds me of like a hotel almost, because it's not. There aren't like proper buildings in here. It's all like one giant circle, and then you have like an inner courtyard type place.
Yeah, this is where you'll have all your shops in this area.
And then you have a creepy basement that's flooded. I wouldn't say creepy in this case, but it is a flooded basement. Let's go show them.
Anyway, in all the corners they'll have some cool stuff up here. There isn't much up in these corners except a couple of details. There is one person in one of the towers that will be somewhat important.
Yeah, somewhat important. He will be important. Well, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. And then down
disregard
here...
my stuff.
Down here you
Who's this fat bum?
This is the Zora King. It's kind of a weird design, but it's kind of hard to design something somewhat compact using these bricks in Minecraft. We won't talk about what he says.
I think it works.
I mean, it works. I mean, he does look kind of derpy, but then again, it's kind of hard to look much derpier than the King in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, that's true.
At least you don't have to wait for him to get out of the way. He just kind of sits in the middle and not in the way.
This also turned out really cool. I like it.
I do like your interior building design skills. Again, this is basically all Spencer. This is basically all Spencer right here. I wrote most of the text, but...
And I can't believe I actually came up with this, too, because when I first started playing Minecraft, I was never a builder. I'd always mess around with redstone, and, I mean... I've definitely gotten way better at it since I've started.
Yes, you are awesome, Spencer. So, guys, basically, when you go through this area, eventually, you'll be getting this set of armor right here. This Zora armor, which will give you respiration and depth strider so that you can move underwater really quickly and not drown.
Yeah. It's pretty cool how fast you can go. Yeah. Sadly, you can't sink that fast. It takes like 10 years to go down.
but it does allow you to see underwater really well. I'm just gonna fly. But basically, you have to get it in order to get to the dungeon, which is all the way down here. If you try to get to the dungeon without it, you're going to drown. I can basically
this weird obelisk thing. Even though the dungeon has nothing, is not very tall at all. It's not like Eagle's Tower.
I believe
from
that
Link's Awakening.
I believe that we showed them a bit of this during the first part of this.
Yeah, we had the first part done. I think we should show them, like, not give them any of the boss text, but I think we should show them what it looks like.
All right. Well, anyway, this is the dungeon that I designed. This will be the fourth dungeon. We'll actually show you a little bit of Spencer's dungeon, because what we showed you in the last progress update actually isn't at all.
It's completely irrelevant.
Yeah,
I redid it for like the 5th time, I think.
Yeah, he has like 4 or 5 different versions of these dungeons.
I think we currently only have the first one that I made, but who cares? That's the only one that's important, because that was the first one ever made. So guys, the dungeon item in this is actually the hook shot.
And these hay bales right here will be the hook shot targets. It'll actually all be retextured with our resource pack that will come pre-installed in the map. But basically, you can use this. Well, it's going to be a retextured fishing pole, and if you aim for the top of it, oh god dang it, Spencer! Close. Again, this is not a multiplayer map. Spencer, would you please get out of my way? But basically, when you aim for the top of these targets, it will teleport you on top. You will have to actually right-click again to let go of the fishing pole. Otherwise, you'll be glitching out for all eternity like this. But yeah, you can use that to hookshot around to targets around the dungeon, which is pretty awesome, especially since
it is pretty awesome. It's probably our most unique item, I would say, and probably will be our most unique item.
All right.
It's really, I really like how it turned out. It's cool.
Oh my god, it's ugly. I want to kill it. Run away.
There. That's your preview of the boss.
It's pretty ugly.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's my finest work, but it's cool. It makes you want to kill it because it's ugly. I must kill it.
All right. And I believe we should show you guys Spencer's new dungeon as well.
Here it is again. And the thing that is cool about this dungeon is the top floor layout is very similar to that of my very first dungeon.
Oh yeah, the very first
And there's
design.
Nick's unfinished dungeon, which he probably still won't ever finish.
Yeah, we showed them a little bit of that. Anyway, so we should go in. We should actually show them the map and how it works, actually.
All right, let's skip to there then.
So, welcome to Boldstone Prison. Spencer, would you like to talk about the new feature that we have in this map?
Well, there's actually 2 new features. There's the dungeon map and the compass, which neither of the first 2 dungeons have. And obviously, they're self-explanatory. The dungeon map allows you to see the map of the dungeon. You're not able to switch between floors, though, which is something I'd like to figure out how to do at some point. And then, in order for the compass to work, you have to have the map. Otherwise, you can't see what your chests are. And why don't you come in here? Kill some mazes.
So this is just one of the first couple of rooms. This is just one of the first couple of rooms of the dungeon. You will not have a diamond sword this early. I'm just doing this to kind of get this over with correctly.
Or the Zora armor, for that matter. But the Zora armor isn't going to help you here.
Anyway, this is like basically one of the first rooms, and you'll be able to get the Boldstone map, which if you look at it, we got this. Oh.
Why don't you show them the hint box for it too?
Oh, yes.
Like you don't have to read any of it, but just flash it on screen so if they want to pause the video, they can see it.
Yeah, this is basically our key for the map and all the different colors that essentially means on here. But yeah, I don't know where Spencer got this schematic, but
why don't you hold the map and enter a room that we haven't entered so they can see what that looks like?
Oh yeah. Well, I might have to skip to a room. Let's pretend that I have a key right
here. I'll put a pressure plate on.
Put the pressure plate there.
Boop. All right, now simulate us going into a room.
Whoa! And once you enter,
it updates.
Once you enter a room, it will update and it will show you like the layout of the room, and it just kind of shows you where the heck you are. There actually is a second floor to this dungeon, so this dungeon is actually pretty big, especially compared to the second dungeon.
It's the longest dungeon. I'll spoil that. It's the longest dungeon. It's longer than the
so far, anyway.
This is one of the rooms where you'll have to use your dungeon item. I'm just gonna light it up.
It's the fire staff. That will also.
And once you solve the quotations puzzle, boom.
Yeah. So that item that he has here, the flint and steel, will also be retextured to look like a fire rod from The Legend of Zelda.
Fire staff. It does not look like a fire rod. It's my own design.
The
I came up with this one.
So the Boldstone Compass, this doesn't really do much, but once it's in your inventory, if you look at your map, you'll notice these little brown specks that have appeared on the map. Those are locations of chests on the map.
Now, something to note is that after you've opened a chest, they will not disappear. We have not been able to get that to work, so hopefully it doesn't bother you too much.
But I think it's still pretty cool, and I like the detail that you put on your map as well.
Yes.
I won't show you the full map of my dungeon yet. No spoilers.
You'll have to wait till the walkthrough when that is.
Yep.
When we get to that.
Now what? Now what?
That's really it, honestly. We showed you all the stuff that took us like 4 months to do. It's really these dungeons that take you forever to do.
Yeah, especially all the testing that we have to do. We've been testing nonstop for like the past
week.
That Minecraft past
2 weeks, actually.
Anyway, that's basically all we have to show you guys. So if you like what you see, go check out the link in the description where you can download this map right now. This will be at about 75% complete. We have one main dungeon and then like one final dungeon for us to complete, which we hope to complete it by the end of the year. No promises,
that's our goal.
That's our goal. So I hope
it's
you guys...
hard to keep promises as a map creator, just because you could easily fall behind schedule like we did. We wanted to get this stuff done 2 weeks ago.
All right, guys. We'll go check out our map with the link in the description. We will see you guys in the next video. We'll have a walkthrough out of this soon. See you guys in the next video. Hopefully my voice will be a little better. Bye-bye.
Yeah.